Hi students, in this class we are going to cover abstract class and inheritance concept. Till now we have covered many topics, and as for the syllabus we have to cover about abstract class and inheritance concept. What is abstract class? The definition of the abstract class, an example program we will see in detailed manner in this lecture. Look at here the definition of a abstract class. A abstract class is nothing but a class with a pure virtual function. A class with a pure virtual function is known as abstract class. So we will see what is a virtual function. A class with a pure virtual function is called as a abstract class. So may have one doubt, what is a virtual function? We will see about virtual function here. Virtual function is marked with a virtual keyword equal to bracket after its signature. So look at here, already syntax is declared: virtual void function equal to 0. Virtual is the keyword. Look at here. If you want to call any function as a virtual function, that function has to follow some syntax. What is the syntax for declaring a virtual function? Here it should have a virtual keyword. It should have a virtual keyword. So virtual is a keyword and function equal to 0 is a function declaration. This is the syntax for virtual function. So look at here. Again I want focusing on definition of a virtual function. Virtual function is known as a abstract class. For example, following function is a pure virtual function. Pure virtual function is a marked with a virtual keyword and has equal 0 after its signature. You can call this function an abstract function as it has no body. A derived class must give the implementation to all the pure virtual functions of parent class, else it will become abstract class by default. I will explain everything. In the virtual function is nothing but it has a virtual keyword and a function equal to 0. Virtual keyword and name of the function equal to 0. This type of declaration is called a virtual function declaration. So I want to call abstract class. If you want to call any class as an abstract class, so that class should has minimum one virtual function. Remember this thing. Any class, if you want to call as abstract class, that class should has at least one virtual function. What is a virtual function? Virtual function is nothing but, so declaring of like the virtual void function equal to 0. This is the virtual function declaration. So this is about the abstract class and virtual function. I want to tell one more time. Abstract class is nothing but the class which has a pure virtual function. A class with the pure virtual function is called as abstract class. Now we will see a small program. Before that, I would like to ask one question: why we need an abstract class? We need an abstract class when we want to show the unique characteristics, when we want to show unique characteristics or declare a unique characteristics of any function, in that time you have to declare that one in a pure virtual function. I want to tell one more time. A unique functionality. A unique functionality means, for example, here take a animal. Many animals are there in this world, but all animals make a sound differently. Yes or no? A dog making sound may not be same as cat making. Horse making sound may be different. A donkey making sound. Like that, all animals are unique. All are making different sounds. So in this scenario, if you take the making of sound as a one function, and this function is a unique function. Why? Because if you want to declare as a dog a function that is dog making sound is different from remaining animals. That's why the making of the function of the sound we should declare it as a pure virtual function. Like this, many unique functions are there. Like this, many unique things are there in this universe. When you want to represent those unique characteristics, you have to declare those things in a virtual. That means pure virtual functions. Now, pure virtual functions are unique. They are not similar to like another. So they are not same as other. The making of the sound of dog is different. The making of the sound of cat, both are unique. When you want to represent this type of data, the unique data, this data you have to represent in using of pure virtual functions. In using of pure virtual functions, the unique functionality, when you want to show it, that functionality should declare as a pure virtual function. So abstract class mostly emphasizing on pure virtual functions. At least one virtual function, a pure virtual function should be there in an abstract class, and those type of classes called as a abstract class in a inheritance. We will see when you want to declare a abstract class, we have to follow some rules and regulations. We will see those rules and regulations here. Abstract class, rules of the abstract class. The first rule, as we have seen, that any class that has a pure virtual function in an abstract class. So in abstract class, at least one virtual function should be there. Pure virtual function should be there. And second point, we cannot create instance of an object. We cannot create the instance of abstract class. For example, if we have written this line animal object in the above program, it would have caused compilation error. That means what? In an abstract class, we cannot create the instance of the abstract class. Instance of the abstract class is nothing but the declaration of the objects. So by the using of the object name, you cannot call the base class, abstract class. So look at here. What is the meaning of cannot create a instance of the abstract class means? I want to tell one more time. Instance of a abstract class. Remember the instance of abstract class. Instanced means a creating of the object. By the creating of the object, you cannot access the abstract class. If you create the object for the abstract class, the compile will give the error. So that is telling here. So instance of abstract class cannot be possible. That means creating of the object and calling of the abstract class cannot be possible. This is the second rule. The creating of instance is not possible. Okay. First one is abstract class should have minimum one virtual function, pure virtual function. Second thing is instance of the class cannot be possible. Third one, we can create pointer and difference of the base abstract class points to instance of the child class. It means what? For example, you want to call a abstract class. Then how can you do it? Simple. By the pointer of a pointer reference. By the pointer reference. Look at here. What is the meaning of pointer reference? I already told animal and object we cannot possible. The accessing of the members of the base class, the calling of the object is cannot possible. But we want to access that. What we have to do? Simple. Through the pointer. Look at here. What is the meaning of pointer? So animal is the abstract class name and object is the creating of the object. And if you want to access this abstract class into the derived class, then how can you access it? Simple. Using of the pointer. Star is a pointer operator here. So using of the star, that is called pointer. Now you can what you can do it? Now you can instance of a child class you can use now by creating of the pointer. And we will see fourth point, abstract class can have constructors. Abstract class can have constructors. And fifth point, the derived class does not implement the pure virtual function of parent class, then the derived class become abstract. I will tell you clearly in a detailed manner clearly to understand the last point. That is fifth point. That is fifth point. Look at here. You know abstract class. What is abstract class? Abstract class will have at least one pure virtual function. And next thing is in abstract class there is no instances. There is no abstraction, object creation. And next one is an abstract class declare what will be there. The function declaration will be there. Remember this thing. The function declaration will be there in an abstract class. But defined will be there where? In a derived class. Only declaration, a function declaration in abstract class and defined in derived class. Implementation in derived class. Declaration in abstract class. What is abstract class? Nothing but base class, above class. I will show one program. You will see here. Look at this program. I will explain everything in abstract class. Example is given here. So in this example, abstract class, why we call as abstract class, I will tell everything clear. So any programming, first of all, it starts by the base class creation. Then after that, derived class. And after what we will do, the main programming will access the base class as well as derived class to creating of the object. It's simple. What is first? Base class will be there. Then derived class will be there. And both base class functions or constructors as well as derived class constructors or member functions or data members. You know what is the data members? Variables, parameters, these are the data members. What is the functions? So for example, void, sum, bracket or constructors. These are the member functions or constructors. And both the member functions or constructors or data members we are executing a main programming. Calling it, all we call in a main programming. Main programming, all we call creating of the object. Look at here. So public class animal is the base class, and next one is the here class dog is the child derived class, and both are we are calling in a main programming, into main programming, and through the dog object we are accessing the functions. These are called inheritance programming. So now we will see especially the concept of abstract class. I already told if you want to call any class as abstract class, the class should have at least one pure virtual function. Look at here, class animal is the abstract class. Class animal is the abstract class. So here pure virtual function is declared. How? Virtual void sound equal 0. I already told virtual is a keyword. What is the virtual? Virtual is the keyword. Virtual is the keyword. You have to follow. You have to write virtual. If you declare the virtual function, pure virtual function, virtual is the keyword, and then what? Return type. Void is the return type. Void you can put int. You can put anything there. Void, and the sound is the name of the function equal to 0. Sound is the name of the function equal to 0. This is the declaration of the pure virtual function. First one is the virtual keyword. Then one is the return type. Then name of the function. What is the name of the function? Sound is the name of the function equal to 0. So pure virtual function always should be 0. Pure virtual function always equal to 0. Here equal to 0. Then only we can call as a virtual function. Again I want to tell you virtual function is the function with has a keyword virtual and return type and the name of the virtual function equal to 0. So virtual function keyword and void is the return type, and then one is sound is the name of the function equal to 0. This is the virtual function declaration. Now we'll see, I already told in a above base class there is no instance of the class, instance of the abstract class. We cannot create the object here. Not create the object instances here. What is the instance? Is nothing but creating of the objects is called as a instance. Here no creating of any instances. So here look at one more function is there. It is called sleeping is the one more function. Sleeping is the one more function. Two functions are there. One is the pure virtual function. Second is the member function. And pure virtual function above is the sound. Making of sound is the pure virtual function, and sleeping is the function, not virtual function, just as a member function. So why we put virtual sound is a pure virtual function? Because the sounds are unique in animals. How dog is making sound, the remaining animals may not make it. That's why the making of sound is unique. That's why the sound function we put as a pure virtual function. Sleeping is natural. The closing eyes are simply lay down on the ground. So the sleeping way of sleeping is maybe same. That's why, but making of sound is different, unique. That's why when you want to exhibit the unique characteristics of the functionalities, in that time you have to declare that class as an abstract class, then only you can do it. Okay, so sleeping is another function, but it's not that much unique. All remaining animals are doing in the same manner. So same as closing of eyes, and that's similar manner, laying on the floor. So lay down on the floor. So this is a natural phenomenon. So now look at here, virtual class and derived class, both classes are there. How the accessing is going on? Look at here. Class dog is a derived class. Class dog is a derived class, and in derived class also what is here? The function is there. Void sound is the function, not a pure virtual function, is the function. Now look at here. Dog object. So dog object is a creating object for the dog derived class. Dog is a derived class. Okay, object is a creating of object. Now we are accessing the dog through the object. Okay, now then what will happen? We create the object, and then we are accessing the sound, object dot sound, and we are accessing the sleep, object dot sleeping. Return equal to 0. Return equal to 0. Return equal 0. Get here. object dot sound, obj dot sound. Then it accessing the what? It accessing the derived class. Accessing the derived class. Here animal dot obj, it's not possible. Animal dot okay, animal dot obj, animal dot obj is not possible here. Not possible here. I want to tell one more time. Abstract class is a class which has at least one pure virtual function. Pure virtual function is a function which has the keyword virtual and a function equal to 0. And function equal to 0. And when you are using the pure virtual function, when you want to show the unique characteristic of a function, in the time it can only possible by pure virtual function. If you want to create an abstract class, we should follow some rules. We have seen what are the rules for abstract class, and we have seen also a small program that related to abstract class. Here two classes are there. One is abstract class and behavior class. Behavior class accessing the sound by creating an object or sound, object or sleeping. One is a full virtual function and second one is the Mineta member function. These are the, so here is not possible. So animal we cannot call by using of object. So we can call it, we can use it point operator. Star is a point operator. We access the abstract class creating by object. That's the abstract class by object. So this is about the abstract class. So abstract class will declare the functions, and the declaration we are going to implement in a derived class. We define definition only in base class, declaration only in base class, but defining in derived class or implementation in derived class. That is the rule. And I want to tell you one more thing about the abstract class. We will not declare, what is it? If derived class doesn't not implement the pure virtual function of parent class, then the derived class also become a abstract class. If you not implement pure functionality, if you not implement a pure virtual function in a derived class, then that automatically that class become a abstract class. Right? Understand? Abstract class and derived class. An abstract class, there is a pure virtual function. That pure virtual function, I already told, declaration would happen in base class, implementation will happen in a derived class. Declaration in a base class, implementation in a derived class. So pure virtual function, declaration in a base class, that means abstract class, and implementation in a derived class. If that implementation would not take a place in a derived class, then derived class also become a abstract class. Look at this example here. Here, pure virtual function. What is the implementation of pure virtual function? Virtual wide sound. Virtual wide sound is the pure virtual function. And this virtual function should be implemented in derived class. So, virtual function, pure virtual wide sound equal 0. This is virtual function. This virtual function should be implemented. Where should be implemented? In derived class. What is derived class? Class dog is the derived class. Here, wide sound. So what happened here? The implementation part took a place. The implementation part took a place here. That's why the pure virtual function implemented in derived class, then this class not be a pure, it's not be a abstract class. This class not be a abstract class. What is the abstract class here? The above class is the only abstract class. This one is not a abstract class. Why it not become abstract class? Simple. We are implementing the pure virtual function here. That's why it's not become a abstract class. If we are not implement the pure virtual function in a derived class, then we can call as a that class also abstract class. This is about the abstract class. If you have any doubt, we will meet in a Google Meet. Okay, bye. I hope I will cover all the concepts. These all videos. We have seen inheritance and definition of the inheritance and types of inheritance and visibility modes, that is called accessive pairs or visibility modes. What is a derived class? What is a derived class and what is a base class, and data members or member functions, constructors as well as member functions and inheritance, protect public private, these all things, and overriding. We will see the also we have seen overriding. So I think as for your syllabus in 7th unit I covered all the topics. So in this videos I covered all the topics. If you have any doubt, we can clarify these doubts through a online classes. Thank you so much. So I am going to start the new unit in our coming next video. Bye.